What we're doing now is we always get, I always say like how much you weigh your food, and it's supposed to be by grams. And the most important thing about weighing your meat is it's got to be weighed when it's not cooked. So I got some lean beef over here, 93% lean, and I'm gonna weigh this before we cook it. It needs to be 200 grams. And you know what? It's my food. I don't have to wear gloves in my house. So I'm going to be the one eating this. And so let's see, right here we're at 188. And it calls for 200 grams. Boom. That's what we need right there. Okay, now this is, like I said, it's lean meat, but it's not a lot of grease in there at all. But there's still some. So I want to get the lightest meat I can. So what I do, and also this eliminates heartburn. A lot of people say, oh, red sauce gives me heartburn. No, it doesn't. It's the grease from the meat. So I put it in a colander right here and set it in there. And what I do is, since I'm putting it in a container too for the week, is I run it in cold water. Okay, get all that fat out of it. Okay, let it strain. Get all that beautiful meat in there and get all that good and ready to go. And make sure it's all rinsed out. You don't want a watery product. But as soon as it's done draining, what we're going to do is we're going to weigh it again. Now I got it all drained out and I got my meat back on the scale. Now normally I wouldn't do this because I know it's coming. But remember, it was 200 grams when we weighed it. All right. So now let's see what it weighs after we cook it. Okay. Get it all. I don't like missing crumbs, especially when I'm hungry. You know how I get. Okay. We lost 60 grams to that cooking. 60 grams. Okay, so when you're weighing meat and you weigh it cooked, you're actually eating about a third to a half over what you should be eating. So always weigh your meat first and then wash all that excess fat off. Then mix it in your meal that you got it going into for your, whatever your diet plan is. Good. Okay, and one of the most important things about starting your journey is because there's a lot going on. You got to go to work, you got to take your kids to school, you got a lot of stuff going on, you got to get off work, you got to do all this, man. This is the only way we knew how to survive through this. Organization. You've got to be organized. If you're not organized, it's so tough. It really is. I've got 4 containers for the next 4 days of work for my second meal, 60 grams of pasta. Next thing that's going to go in there is the meat. Back to 0. Get all that in there. Just like that. Okay. Next thing that goes in is going to be 175 grams of any pasta sauce. So it really doesn't matter, but 175 grams of pasta sauce is what I need for my meal requirement. Okay. Now if you miss it by 2, you can be really, really super crazy about it. And grab a spoon and just do some dipping. Boom. And we're there. Just like that. Okay? You've got to be organized. It just saves you so much time and it saves you so much effort throughout the week. And just like that, not really, this is what I mean by organization. So I'm set up for 2 meals each day for 4 days. And I got, each container has 50 grams of rice, 200 grams of chicken, 150 grams of vegetables. This has 60 grams of pasta, 150 grams of vegetables, a little bit of cheese, a little bit of 175 grams of pasta sauce. So I've got everything mapped out by a professional nutrition. Keep that in mind. I didn't write this, my nutrition wrote this, okay? I have the best nutrition possibly in the world. So, and they ain't free, but this here is a lot cheaper than buying your lunch. I mean, you spend, I don't know, $10, $20, $30 a day sometimes eating at work, when $30 can get you all this plus some. So it's better to save money in the long run. Go to a big box store and save your money, and you'll be better off this way, and you won't have to worry about anything. So thank you for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe. Leave a comment, leave a question. The Rising Dudeman's here. Thank you very much. Not too close.